Hello, my name is Drew, and you're watching ReadyBudgetGo. If we haven't met before, you came on a good night, or morning, or afternoon. This is my July 2026 Etsy drop, part 1. There will be a part 2. I have decided to split this up into 2 different drops. I've gotten a lot of excitement for what's coming this month. It is a big release in July, but not everything is here yet. But I have enough here that I can release part of it now. So without further ado, let me show you the 5 new items that are coming to my Etsy shop today. I want to start with the item that I showed a preview of in the last episode of the weekly reel. This would have come out on Friday, July 24th. So if you're ever looking for a sneak preview or an Easter egg, watch to the end of my videos, because that's usually where I put in the little surprises. So I have Sparkle Savings coming back. This time it has a dashboard. The first time I released this challenge, it didn't. And if you've been with me for a while, then you will remember the disaster of the first time, which is I said that the red card saves $100, and there were all these 5s on there, but there was one row missing, so it actually saved only $80. Similarly, the $200 at $10 a pop saved only $160, so on and so on, all the way through the 500. So now I have fixed that. There's the correct number of rows, the correct number of columns, the correct number of numbers. So we have save $5 20 times for 100, save $10 20 times for 200, save $15 20 times for 300, save $20 20 times for 400, and save $25 20 times for 500. So a total of 1,500, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 15. On the back are placeholders. So once you're done with this challenge, you have these placeholders to use. This is meant to be a one and done, but you can certainly use it multiple times if you like, meaning that this is not glossy stock paper. So it is a matte finish and one time through. So, but you could do it like where the first time you do the challenge, you put a line one way and then the other way, and then the third time you fill it in. You can make it last and reuse it if you want. And again, it comes with an A6 dashboard. This dashboard is double-sided, so if you have your challenges like this, you can do it that way. If you prefer a vertical orientation, you can do it that way as well, because all of these are vertically oriented. Okay, so that is Sparkle Savings. So let's set that aside. Up next are A5 budget trackers. Now, this is something that I was thinking about doing, and then somebody left a comment in one of my videos where I was showing my monthly stockpile stuffing, and suggested the same thing. And I thought, okay, well, if I was already thinking of doing it and somebody else is thinking of that it would be a good idea, then I guess I better do it. So these are designed to fit in an A5 binder. Let me get out my stockpile binder, or sinking funds, right? I use the terms interchangeably. So currently what I have are the envelope trackers. So these are designed to fit in A5 envelopes. These are also available in my Etsy shop, right? So they just slide right in, and then you can put the cash behind or whatever, and these are double-sided. But now I have these slightly larger versions. Pop this open here, and we'll just put one in. So here it's more or less the same as the one that goes into the envelope, except there is an extra column, right? So here we have date, amount, and balance. Here we have date, description, amount, and balance. This is also double-sided. So if you aren't actually stuffing cash, if you're using prop money, or if you are just tracking categories, then this may be the better option for you. So both are available in my Etsy shop. If you want to do your own hole punching, or if you don't want this size hole punched, that will be available as well. Okay, so let me set those aside, and these are in a pack of 25, and they're thick. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a thick page here. So, okay, let's move on, and let's next talk about the sequel to Save the Plate. It's actually a combination sequel between Destination Savings and Save the Plate. Let me explain. Here we have Save the Parks. And this game has a card for each of the 63 national parks in the US. The back is all the same, says Save the Parks. On the other side, you have your intro card, right? So there's 64 cards total, including the intro card. And then you have one card for every national park in the US. They're in alphabetical order by the name of the park. So these are Carlsbad Caverns, Channel Islands in California, Congaree in South Carolina, Oregon, Cuyahoga Valley in Ohio. So on and on and on, all the way through Yosemite and Zion. Each card has 4 spaces here for a savings amount. Roll a d4, then a d6, then a d8, then a d10, or do them in any order. This challenge should save you around $1,000, right? So the average rolls on a d4 is 2.5, d5 or d6 rather is 3.5, d8 4.5, d10 5.5. Those are the average rolls. Times 63 gets you to around $1,000. So your mileage will vary, of course, depending on your dice rolls and if you decide to do the cards more than once or what have you. These are glossy coated, so these can be reused. If you want to reuse them, do not use a Sharpie or an other kind of alcohol-based permanent marker. Use a wet erase or a dry erase, and they will come off. If the dry erase stays on, just go over it with the dry erase marker again, then wipe it off. It should come off. And obviously, if you are using a wet erase, stay away from the edges. Those are not coated. If they get wet, then the cards will warp. But you can get it off, and just with water on the surface, dry it immediately, and you'll be good. These will come in a case like this. So, but they will also come shrink wrapped, right? So when you get them, you'll get the shrink wrap pack like this in a pack. These are on a little bit of a pre-order just because the printer did not cut them straight. So I'm having them recut or redone. So I will have those this week. They will ship out this week, but I'm going to create the listing now because, like I say, I should have those in a few days. Okay, so that is Save the Parks. Up next is the Summerween or Halloween Challenge, either one or both. This is called the Witching Hour. And this is not only a savings challenge, but it comes with a special D12 die. So this die has the numbers 1 through 11, and then the 12 is this witch. Let me get her broom under her here. So hold that up. So only the 12 is replaced with a witch. The others are the numbers as you would normally expect on a D12. So there's a few ways to play this, but the way that I would do it is I would roll the die. So this got me an 11. I would save $11 and color in one section of the 11. And I would keep going either from the inside to the out or the outside to the in, whichever way you want, until I filled up one section. You could also do it where you fill in all the sections. You could do it any number of different ways. The back of this is where I have the instructions for how I would play it. But if you want to do something different, of course, that's up to you. So this is a 4x6 size, so it will fit in either an A6 zipperless, but it will stick out a little bit, or it will fit completely inside an A5 envelope. It won't completely fill an A5 envelope, but it will fit in there. This is also non-glossy, so this is just semi-gloss coated. So this one is a one and done, but of course you can continue using the die for, as long as you like. So that one is being released. Last but not least, for this drop, we have a book. And this book is called 321 Liftoff. And the reason it's called 321 Liftoff is because this is a space adventure. So let me open it up here. It says, we're off on a space adventure. Select a page to play, 1 through 20, so there's 20 different pages in here, or start from page 1 and save your way through our solar system and beyond. Each page is a new challenge featuring $1, $2, and $3 amounts. The back page has space for the day you started, the day you finished, the amount you saved, and your saving goal. So we start with Earth, right? So we blast off from Earth, and there's a story, right? That kind of a narrative that goes throughout the galaxy here. Then Venus, which is a scratch and save challenge. Mercury, a roll and save. The Sun, color and save. The Moon, we're just saving a little bit there. Mars, drops of water, and there's part of the story there. the asteroid belt, Jupiter, which doesn't even fit on the page, that's how big it is, Saturn, Neptune, Halley's Comet, Uranus, scratch challenge because you got to scratch Uranus, Pluto, Proxima Centauri, the Pleiades, Orion Nebula, the Horsehead Nebula, the Crab Nebula, the Andromeda Galaxy, and then we're back in the Milky Way. So here's that page where you can fill in the date started, the date finished, total saved, and what you're saving for. And like I say, there's a whole narrative that goes along with this. The pages are numbered. So if you want to use a D20 and roll and see which one you go to, that's one way to do it. You can go in order, you can jump around, you can do whatever you want. So that is 3, 2, 1 Liftoff. Again, 20 savings challenges, all low dollar amounts. That is available. This is one of 2 books. The other book is going to come out in about a week. I am waiting on dice for that book, so that's a hint. That will use custom dice. I also have another challenge that is waiting on custom dice. That is an A6 challenge, but it's got quite a few cards to it. And then the third one is a game, and I will tell you that it's based around a shopping mall. And that game is waiting on stickers. So it's not necessarily a sticker challenge, but you need the stickers to set up your game board. So that's the hint that you get, and that's also the reward for staying to the end of the video. You get to know a little bit about what's coming in the next drop. I hope to have that by this coming weekend. If I can get everything together and release it earlier in the week, then I will do that, but we'll see. But otherwise, all of 5 of those items that I showed earlier, so 3, 2, 1 Liftoff, the Witching Hour, Save the Parks, the budget trackers, the A5 budget trackers, let's slide everything over here to make room, and the Sparkle Savings Challenge. All of these are available on Etsy now. More will be coming in a week, so make sure that you tune in when that video drops. Again, sometime in the next 7 days, I'm not sure exactly when. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And until I see you in the next one, take care.